Let's first welcome to the ring, the challenger coming to us from the United States, Junior Anthony Hurricane Wright.
Find out my mental, based on instrumental record. Hey, so I can write monumental methods. I'm not the king, but this is decaf. I stick for the cream. Check it.
Well, Junior Anthony Wright at the age of 37. He's got 20 wins on his record, but most of those have come in the cruiserweight division. A gargantuan task here tonight in more ways than one, because he'll be conceding in the region of 40 pounds, around 3 stone, to the man who'll shortly be making his way to the ring, Arslanbek Makhmudov. So a big task for Wright at the age of 37, a late replacement here tonight.
And now let's welcome to the ring the defending champion coming to us from Canada, Arslanbek, the Lion Makhmudov.
Well, a man with the look of a warrior, if ever there was one. Arslanbek Makhmudov, now 34, turned pro at the relatively late age of 28 after a sparkling amateur career, like so many in the former Soviet Union states, in his case from Russia. And now, on the advice of the great light heavyweight Artur Beterbiev, has moved to base his career in Montreal in Canada. And as Karol Itama, or Moses Itama should I say, his brother, was saying just a few minutes ago, this is the kind of man who might represent the future of the division, along with Itama. Even though he's 34, there aren't too many miles on the clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 10 rounds, and it will be for the NABF and vacant WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight Championships. Brought to you by Sella, Frank Lauren on behalf of Queensberry, Bob Arams, Top Rank Incorporated, and Gimmick. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Steward in Charge Robin Smith, along with the World Boxing Association. President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, Supervisor Carlos Chavez of Venezuela, and the North American Boxing Federation, President Dwayne Ford, Supervisor Kevin Noon of Ireland. Timekeeper is John Smith. Our 3 judges assigned will be Jean-Robert Laney of Monaco, Salvador Salva of Spain, and Bob Williams of England. Our referee in charge, 3rd man in the ring, will be Steve Gray of England. Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing blue with black and weighed in officially at 229.5 pounds. Coming to us from Evanston, Illinois, USA, he brings a professional record consisting of 20 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, 17 of his 20 wins. Coming by way of knockout, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Junior Anthony Hurricane Wright. And his opponent across the ring in this championship contest, he is the defending champion, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing gray with green and weighed in at an even 260 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, he brings an undefeated record with 17 wins, 16 of his 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending NABF Heavyweight Champion, Arslanbek, the Lion Makhmudov.
Okay guys, I'm happy with the waistbands. Keep your punches off the shorts. No punches around the back of the head. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch them up. Touch them up. Good luck, lads.
So after 17 fights, this man now with the opportunity to impress on a truly global stage. The man from Russia, now living in Montreal, against Junior Anthony Wright here. Late replacement.
Seconds out from round one.
Makhmudov gets the action underway quickly against Junior Anthony Wright, who was a late replacement for the Croat southpaw Agron Smakici. So Makhmudov having to revise his training as Wright gets through with a sharp jab and then follows up with a left hand to the body.
Yeah, he's an absolute beast, is Makhmudov. I'm not sure about the nickname The Lion, more like a monster. I mean, he's so physically strong, gets on the front foot. There are gaps defensively, does get caught, but really forces himself onto the front foot, and he's always looking for that right hand, whether it's an uppercut or an overhand right. So dangerous, and he's
big
hurt.
shots from Makhmudov inside the first 50 seconds of the opening round. And Wright will do well to get to his feet from here. The former cruiserweight finding the power at heavyweight and at super heavyweight as it is tonight. All too much at this stage, and still the best part of 2 minutes to go in the round. Big right hand again, and referee Steve Gray this time has seen enough. And there's no complaint from Junior Anthony Wright, because Wright cannot complain. He's had that energy taken out of him by the brilliant right hands and the follow-ups from Arslanbek Makhmudov, who finishes the job inside the opening round. 18 fights, 18 wins, 17 of them now inside the distance.
Well, Moses Atalma might think twice about sparring with this man now. An absolute beast. I mean, like I said, there are gaps defensively, but he's so exciting. He's so scary. His presence, his facial expressions, and his fighting style. 18 wins now. 17 KOs, an absolute beast. He does telegraph the shots, don't get me wrong, but he really, really can punch. Look, in with a stand-in opponent, late notice opponent in Wright. Natural cruiserweight, you could say, or his best days at cruiserweight, but wow, you can only beat who's in front of you, and that was a big opportunity for Wright, but he was absolutely blown away.
Yeah, good pedigree in the Anthony Wright catalogue. Fought for a version of the World Cruiserweight title against the Kazakh Babet Shumanov in 2016, and Chicago Golden Gloves winner 3 times. But couldn't resist the onslaught from Makhmudov. And this, December the 9th, one of the highlights of the end of the boxing year. Devin Haney against Regis Prograis. Prograis, the holder of the WBC super lightweight title. That's coming your way from San Francisco, December the 9th. This man at the age of 34, Darren, I was saying earlier on that, you know, sometimes age is not necessarily a factor if there haven't been miles on the clock in terms of hard fights.
No, well, there's no miles on his clock, that's for sure. Steamrolling through opposition like they're not even there. An absolute beast. He had a good test against Carlos Takam, who was cute enough to sort of ride the shots with his experience, but you've seen there, if you're not up to the task, you don't carry any threats, he will bowl you over, and an absolute monster, and someone I'm looking forward to seeing fight again.
And we have got the opportunity tonight, with all of the action being in the heavyweight division, to cross-refer. And you were saying about Carlos Takam, who went 2 fights ago the distance, the 10-round distance as it was. And given what Martin Bakole did to Takam earlier tonight, then that underlines what Bakole possibly has.
Absolutely, and I wouldn't mind seeing that, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, I've said it during that opening round, does telegraph the shots a little bit, but they come from such wide angles. They come straight, they come wide, they come up through the middle as an uppercut. Lots of variation with the shot. I don't actually know if he knows that he's throwing them with such variation. He's just got such a hunger and a desire to land and hit the target. You see there, he's just a brutal puncher. The eyes don't lie. You could see him right after that first knockdown. He wasn't at home. He was hurt, he was dazed, and the referee had absolutely no other option to wave the fight off. Look, raining big bombs, Makhmudov, left and right, and you see the damage that they cause, and he goes on to huge fights that I can't wait to watch, Mike.
And this is a man who's ranked, Makhmudov, by all 4 of the recognised governing bodies, as high as number 3 with the WBC.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute, 10 seconds of round number 1. Our referee, Steve Gray, stops the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, and now both NABF and WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Arslanbek, the Lion Makhmudov.
So just a couple of minutes work needed for Arslanbek, Makhmudov. And Darren, they used to say in the old days of Russia and the Soviet Union that when fights ended quickly like this, they would take the athletes, in this case the boxers, back to the dressing rooms and make them go through the pads and get rid of any excess energy.